greatest of the greatest. A podcast that you never knew you needed. With interviews from people you have never met, or maybe you have once or twice. Asking questions and knowing more than you want to know about them. You are listening to Full Buddy Cast.
All right. Let's call Joey. Call Joey Hollenbeck.
Calling Joey Hollenbeck. Home.
All right. Let's see if we get him. See if we get him. Come on, Joe. Come on, Joey. Pick it up. I got plans today, dude.
Hi, this is Joey. Sorry I missed you. Leave a message, and I will call you back. Thank you.
All right, so I'm going to get this started.
At the tone.
He's calling. He said he sends me a text. I'll call you back in a few. So I'm going to grab a beer real quick. So anyway, let me get this going again. Putting the old headset on. Everybody get your troll on. Everybody. So what I've been doing, I've been trolling. Troll on highway, troll on road. I've been just getting my troll on. You got to get up early in the morning if you're gonna want to be talking to me. So I've been trolling the Enumclaw community pages. It's been fun. Just posted a few today. Let's see if I got any ones that bounced back. Let's see. Zach sent me something. Zach's pretty funny right now. He says he's getting fluffy. He sent that video. I don't know if you guys have seen it, but the what's that 90 Day Fiancé? 90 Day Fiancé. He's saying it's him. He's just this dude. And he also spoke about his girlfriend. He spoke about it on the last podcast. They're official now, I think. I don't know. Who knows? So anyway, here's me trolling. Say what? Trolling. This lady on the Ravensdale neighborhood, she said about how her dad fought in the army to protect the rights of Americans. He did not fight for Americans to yield their rights, blah, blah, blah. I said, whoa, my dad was in the army too. Crazy small world we live in. Boom. Still got it. By the way, who's this Kravis Tenney? Is this Kravis Tenney that's like hit Facebook? I'm his only friend, but I don't know where he came from. See, people don't understand. That's the best part about trolling, is that not everyone understands it's a troll, right? Some people think I'm being serious. Yeah, right now my mom sends me a text that says, it makes no sense. We must open our city. Las Vegas hero mayor calls for hotels and casinos to reopen. I agree. Everyone's got their stimulus packages, and normally they'd be hitting up Vegas. And the mayor knows this. Nothing. You know what? Here's my Vegas conspiracy. All the mobsters are on him right now. Like, you better get this place. I'm losing millions of dollars. And they're just smoking on that cigar. I'm losing millions of dollars every day. See, I'm really good with my accents. So that was a mafia. That was a guy from New York. Okay, I'm on a stupid impromptu work call, says Joey. Fine, I'm calling Mike Martinez. Call Mike Martinez. Let's do it. Hey, you there?
Yeah, what's going on?
What up? I'm recording.
No.
I'm recording.
What are you recording?
I'm just recording. Just recording on my phone. I'm recording a podcast. It's supposed to be a Holler with Hollenbeck. He's busy. I don't have all day to wait for him. So who do I call next? The guy who actually leads the foursome in this Earthbound Super Nintendo character thing I made, Mike Martinez.
You're the worst.
What'd you think of that pic?
It's cool looking.
It's pretty sweet.
You know what I really love is the fact that everybody has a Full Buddy Cast shirt but me.
Oh, I even gave it out to other people. But see,
you have too.
I know I have. I
know.
I have. But the thing is, you are always not at home. You've completely.
You are always never coming outside. Put that evil on me, Ricky Bobby.
That's true. No, I got one for you. I'll give it to you. You got it. I'm thinking about making those full buddy buffs, like a full Buffy masks, where you can have a mask that you can breathe through, but it like those big buff looking things that kind of go around your head and your neck.
The what?
The buffs. You ever heard of a buff before, right? A buff? No?
Like getting buff?
No, you'd never heard of it. Okay, it's okay.
No.
Trolling. The trolling. I want to talk to you about trolling. You're one of the best trolls that I know.
I'm a student compared to Skink Hunt for you too.
I was going to ask you if Skank Hunt was still in your phone as Skank Hunt.
Absolutely.
Because you're still in mine as Mike, and I'm not going to say the last name because I don't want repercussions. But there's another name out there that I call you the last name just on a whim, and I'm like, oh yeah, it's always this last name now. And I was wondering if Skank Hunt was still Skank Hunt. So that's good.
Skank Hunt still Skank Hunt. Yeah. Absolutely, will never change.
So yeah, we won't talk about Skank Hunt last week, but yeah, that was rough.
Yeah, I heard that.
That was really rough.
Tough go for you.
But I've been trolling the Enum Claw community pages left and friggin' right. It's so much fun, and I kind of wish you would do it too with me.
I can't. I would love to. I see the snippets you put on there, and it's ridiculous.
Do people? Why can't you? Is it because that? Like, are you afraid? Are you afraid of like other people seeing it? That you're like,
I should set up a burner account.
like for me, I set up a burner account. I really did. It's Kravis Kenney, and it's a picture of the lion of the Tiger King, and it's got my face photoshopped on it. And
I love it.
And all I do is I just kind of like talk about how great Travis Kenney is. It's not me though. I think it's this other guy. I'm not saying it's me, but you should do the same thing. You should just switch your initials, the first initial and your last initial. No one will know. No.
I should just. I want to create I want to create an alternate personality to just express all the things I express in private to everybody.
I think you should do a also an opposite one where you are the complete opposite of who you are. And I think that would be super. Just Lamar Jackson's the greatest quarterback. Lamar Jackson fan number one. That should be your handle. Lamar Jackson number one.
I couldn't even bring myself to type that.
Just puking in your mouth the whole time. This one Ravensdale one today, someone was like, my dad didn't fight in the army back when to fight for other people's rights for this. Like other countries to take over. And my comment was, whoa, my dad was in the army too. Crazy small world. And that was it.
Oh, jeez.
And then this other lady on Enum Claw community today, she's like, now this is an airborne virus and it can be in your system for 14 days and without you even knowing it. And like everything we already knew. In fact, someone wrote, we already all know this. And so then I wrote, because she didn't mention it, I said, also, I think she forgot that we should wash our hands and also not touch our faces. And and some people think I'm serious. They're like, oh, like they give like an eye roll, like idiot, like you're an idiot.
That's so awesome.
Yeah.
That's so awesome.
So what do you got going on back there? You got a pool party? You charging the neighborhood? What's going on?
The kids are on slip and slide right now. Soap it up with some Dawn dish soap for them, so they're really getting some speed here.
Nice.
And we got a new outdoor patio set, like a sit on or whatever. So we're just in the middle of setting that up.
That's good. You got the unicorn out yet?
Not yet.
Is that
what's that?
What about that pool?
No, not yet. I've got to do some work to that this year before I put that up. Anyway,
that's good. And you cleaned your barbecue. Took you.
Exhausting.
Exhausting.
I love. By the way, did you see the video that he posted today? Was that you that reposted it?
I think Tyson did.
He's so unathletic. It is like the most unbelievably least athletic thing I've seen in so long. He's like from the free throw line, and he took off like a foot from the basket and barely made it, and then was out of breath.
Oh yeah, he
walked 7 feet.
That was great. That was funny as heck. And by the way, I gotta just say that no one else understands what we're talking about, but you that you started that trend on our text chain, and it was glorious to see. Just to see people naturally do it was so good.
It's fantastic. Henry's this morning was a killer.
I like that one.
And Adams was hilarious.
Adams came out of nowhere. I think that's what made it even funnier. Is Adams came out of nowhere and then hit hard with the old. Just watching that. I've never watched anything more terrible in my life. So we're rough in my life. So I think we lost him. I think he hung up. He's not here anymore. Let's just check Eno O'Clock Community while we're at it. Dude, I got a wife that just really wants me to get outside with her, help her. I've been working all day, had just things thrown at me left and friggin' right. And now I'm just kind of focused on just recording real quick. I've been doing a lot of live lunches. Please jump on the live lunches. They've been a lot of fun. 11:15 a.m. every day, every work day. Wednesdays I'm on the main page, which is my Facebook page. So jump on Full Buddy Cast on Facebook. Hit me up if you want to go. Want me to go Instagram, but tell me a good time. I tried Instagram and not many people did it, so I'm trying. Joey's supposed to be calling me back, so I'm just kind of like halfway recording. Yeah, so live lunch at 11:15 a.m. every friggin' day. We have some people that jump on there quite a bit. We got Craig Bentley. We got Landon Sario. We've had Andy Rymel jump on. We've had a few others. Leslie. We've had who else jumps on there? Leanna. We've had Casey. A few other people jump on. It's been a lot of fun. We talk about topics. We talked about the most. I don't know when it comes to like whatever we're talking about. One of the things that I would like to know. And I'll tell you guys a story. It'd be great to have a friggin'... hopefully, you guys will probably hear that, actually. There's music playing in the background. It's very summery right now, so I'm okay with it. I'm drinking a beer. I got the fan going. I'm just chilling. It's pretty warm in here. And my wife's got a little Hawaiian music playing in the background, which ain't bad. It's setting a nice chill to it. Hopefully, she doesn't start out the mower, because if she starts with the mower, then it's going to get nastily loud. But and by the way, garbage trucks nowadays. Have you noticed how bad your garbage truck has made just a terrible noise? A terrible noise all the time. Like you're home now and you're hearing it, and it's just you're trying to talk to people. You're in your Zoom meetings or whatever. It's terrible. It's nuts. All right, you know what? I'm going to call somebody else now. Let's call somebody else while we're at it. We're just going to randomly call people now that since Joey's not getting on for him. Let's call my bro. Let's see if he's available. He had a good idea today. I got to figure out. See, everyone thinks I'm just, stimulus checks coming, but I think I need to get another computer. Something a little more powerful.
Hello?
Hey, you're recording with me. Just real quick, as a heads up. So don't start.
Okay.
Don't start cussing. Oh wait, are you? You didn't? Did you do your live? I was working. I was knee deep in work today. I worked till 5. How'd that go today?
It went fine. Well, I couldn't do a live, so I ended up just recording something and then posting it. So there's a video. I uploaded a video, but it wasn't a live video.
Why couldn't you go live? Was it too late or what?
It was kind of pushing it, and plus Amber and I had some plans for this afternoon. So
okay. So you recorded it ahead of time and then uploaded it?
Yeah.
Nice.
I uploaded it a little bit later than I would have normally done the live, but it was pretty close to the time.
And what I'm talking about, guys, is Adam at 4:15. Go to Adam Kenney Art. It's on Facebook, and what he does is he'll typically have either a live video or a video for you to watch. And he's been going through like what types of things to use, what's the scale. He did a scale yesterday or on Tuesday or Wednesday.
Like a value scale.
A value scale. That's with the shading and kind of how
shading and the highlights.
Yeah. So he's got some cool stuff. What's on the like? What are you looking to do like next week when like or
on the horizon?
Yeah, because I'm gonna release this tomorrow. But like, what's next week looking like for people to tune into?
So next week is still a little bit up in the air, but the idea is to do a. I might bring it down from 5 days a week to 3. I'm not sure about that, maybe 4. But I'm going to end up doing a follow along, draw along with me sort of a thing. And so that's going to be pieced out over the course of a few different days.
Okay, great. Now, what I was thinking, I don't know if I can do it or not, but I would do a watch party. But I was wondering about Full Buddy Cast. If you wear a Full Buddy Cast shirt for one of them next week, and if you wanted, you could jump on Full Buddy Cast and do a live draw, or maybe back to back, one for your Adam art and one for, and so it's kind of draw people into, like that pun, to bring people into.
That was good.
Thank you. To it. What do you think?
Yeah, I could maybe do something like that.
I think.
I know I speak in maybes a lot, but it's because I don't like to commit.
Yeah, well, you've never been a committer, but that's okay.
I am a committed married man.
That's good. You're good at that. But when it comes to my ideas, you don't know. You gotta weigh the options first.
Well, your ideas, I've been roped into so many ideas that you've had that have not necessarily gone my way completely. A little hesitant.
Tell one right now. I know the one that you're talking about. I don't know if we've talked about it before, but tell the story where and how I pitched it to you.
Okay, sure. But before I do that, I just want to let you know I have about 6% left battery on my phone right now.
Okay, hurry up.
Yeah. So when I was in high school, I was graduating, I had just graduated, and Travis and I, we were at the King County Fair. We ran into some people we knew. They had this cool job where they could, where you basically sold subscriptions to the local newspaper.
They made it look cool. They made it look really cool.
Yeah. Made it look cool. They were like, yeah, man, you're making like $20 a commission. You know, every sale you make $20. It's pretty awesome. In a day, you could make like $200, $300. So for like, as an 18-year-old, that sounded pretty interesting, but I was like, I don't know. I mean, I don't want to necessarily pull the trigger on this and do this. But Travis was all for it. And Travis is much more of a salesman than I am. I have kind of an entrepreneurial mind in some cases, or like I kind of want that, but I don't really have the extroversion that Travis has. So he can really follow through on that sort of stuff. But he's like, yeah, man, we can totally list well, actually, let me set this up. Travis had a 67 Cadillac.
Yeah.
That ran for like 3 years of his life. But he had installed some subwoofers.
Big ones.
Really nice, like 1200 watt amp and like nice CD player at the time. And so we would like bump in this thing and listen to some music that we really liked. And at that point in time, I was really into some underground rap from like the Bay Area. In particular, I liked Black Alicious a lot. And Travis said, hey man, like we can do this. Like we'll like drive in together and we'll go pick up the newspapers and we'll listen to some Black Alicious and we'll like, sell, like make some money and stuff. But yeah, it was so fun. So he was selling me on listening to music in his car, basically.
Yeah. So, and then what we did,
yeah.
And so nowadays, if I want him to do anything, if I try to pitch anything to him as a joke to kind of soften it a little, I'm like, hey, by the way, we could do this and listen to Black Alicious. And anyway, it worked.
It's an inside joke that haunts me.
Yeah, it worked well. Adam sent me a pretty cool idea. Dude, I'm telling you this, and I apologize. I was slammed at work today. I was absolutely, I had no break at any point, not even for like 30 seconds did I have a break. And so I like your idea. I got to look at it. I got to research it. My 4K camera, this like nice camera, does not hook up to my laptop. And I don't know why. Like I can't figure it out. So I don't know if it's my laptop or my camera.
Yeah.
That's being a piece of crap. But I think that. Okay, well,
I can look at that. The idea, though, would more entail trying to capture video out of a system or out of a TV or something. I'm not even sure how that would work, but it wouldn't involve your camera.
Awesome. You know what? I'm going to bring on. Hold on just a second. I'm going to bring on. Hold on. What up, buddy?
Hey, I'm still not ready. I just had a second I could call you.
All right. Well, I might just call me, okay, when you get a chance.
This is your fault dropping the ball on yesterday.
It was terrible. I know. Yesterday got away from me. When do you think? Like 1 minute, 2 minutes, 5 minutes? What do we got?
I don't know. Probably closer to 20.
Okay.
I'll I'll be there as soon as I can. Hey, I got about 400 text messages today saying, "Where's the podcast?" And I was like,
Are you serious?
Yeah, the leader freaking dropped it.
Yeah, you did. All right, so we'll talk to you soon. Get on it.
Call you back as soon as I can.
Okay, bye.
Bye.
Adam, you there? Adam, you there?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. You in the bathroom?
No.
What? Yeah?
No, I'm not in the bathroom. I'm in a closet.
So it captures the video, but don't we have a video on our face while we play, or no?
Well, you could do that, but I think the main thing is to capture the video of the stuff we're doing, and then that will be more important. I mean, our voices are important, the footage is important, and then possibly our faces. But I've watched enough videos similar to this that don't incorporate faces or facial reactions that, to me, that's not a necessary aspect of this. Does that make sense?
Yeah, I'm trying to figure it out. So that's fine. So then, would you play from your house and I'd play from my house, or would you come over and play? How are we gonna do this?
Yeah. So that is something that we would have to figure out.
Okay.
Because I would be willing to do either. I think being in the same room is more conducive to having actual good quality entertainment. But I think it's possible to do it remotely. Oh, I know it's possible to do it remotely, but I don't know the ins and outs of that.
All right. Well, that's fine. That's completely cool. Well, I'll let you charge your phone. We'll talk more about it. But thanks for taking the phone call and thanks for telling that story.
Of course.
And I think we can do this like video thing, playing video games while we listen to some Blackalicious. What do you think?
Oof.
Is it a bad idea now? All of a sudden you want out?
Yeah.
But
much, yeah.
also, I got off the phone with Mike.
I'll get back to you on that.
Mike and I talked about earlier today. Actually, no, on this episode that I'm going to release. I called him first, talked to you second, but he gave a big shout out. He gave a big shout out to first Henry's video and then your video. We didn't go into we didn't go into detail, but yours cracked me up. I was laughing so hard at it. It was so funny. It's a good little twist at the end there. So good job, Adam.
Okay, good. Thank you.
You're funny.
It just came to me.
You're a funny guy.
Thank you so much.
I want you to know that you have all the great Kenney genes. Humor is one of them. Probably not the better Kenney gene for humor. I think I got you beat easily. But you know what? You're still pretty funny. You're still pretty funny.
Thank you. You know what I was going to do? I was going to compliment you on your humor. And then it was going to feel much more natural, and actually, like, you would have deserved the accolades. But since you bragged, I don't know if you deserve that.
Hey, jump on a 11:15 live lunch every once in a while, will you? We'd love to see it. We'd love to see some comments.
I do sometimes. I haven't done it in a little bit, but I did it a few days ago.
You did.
I did it on Monday or Tuesday.
Do you sit back and kind of like watch, or do you wave? Like, do you let me know, or are you on the DL on it?
No. So normally I'm working, and then basically I get a little notification that says you've gone live with a video, and depending on what I'm doing, I can take a little break and watch, and if I watch, I involve myself. I will do a comment or something.
Nice. Okay, good.
You'll see that I'm watching. But if I'm not, then it's because I'm busy doing something else.
Good. Okay, cool. Well, right on.
Okay.
All right, dude. Well, I'll talk to you later. Thanks for picking up the phone. Charge your phone.
Thanks.
Talk to you later.
Thanks
Love
for
you.
having me on.
Yeah, thanks.
All right.
Bye.
Bye.
I kind of like this whole thing where we kind of like bounce around. We kind of like bounce around these different people that we call. By the way, Aaron Mayer sent me a message, or he actually called me yesterday, and he said he wants me to post this. He emailed me. If you guys remember, one of the most downloaded and listened to episodes was when Aaron Mayer. You can search it in Apple Podcasts, Spotify, whatever you listen to. It's called Unsinkable Friendship. It's when Jerry Streeter completely took one of Aaron's most prized possessions, which was the She-Rod, this van that he would take skiing and he would take on trips, and it was just this big conversion van that had TV, PlayStation, all of it. You know, it was a great, like, one of those conversion vans, right? It's not a motorhome, but it's like as close as you can get to a motorhome. It has a little bed, you know, you can pull out, whatever. Jerry took it to the beach with his girlfriend one day. This was several years ago, and he got it stuck, and a tide came in and it ruined it. And it talks about, so when Jerry called Aaron to say, hey dude, I completely ruined your she-rod, one of probably the most prized possessions Aaron's ever had. I need you, I'm sorry. And he starts telling the story, and Aaron says, don't tell me anymore. We're going to go on Travis's podcast. It's the most downloaded podcast I have, episode-wise. And we want to listen, I want to hear about it. So if you listen to the Unsinkable She-Rod, this is where I made it explicit. Prior to this, it was not explicit, but that's when I made it explicit. And I made, I had everyone kind of like talk, but we had to actually take a timeout halfway through because it got heated. Like Aaron did get mad, and Aaron was also playing. He didn't get mad so much, but it kind of made Jerry mad the way Aaron was kind of like ridiculing him, kind of talking down to him as if Jerry wasn't trying to figure out how to do anything. So we all had to take a break, went outside, had a smoke, had some beers, came back in, and then finished off the conversation. It's a pretty long one. It's one of the best though. So listen to that one. Anyway, Aaron made a song about the She-Rod. He said it's very explicit. He doesn't want to share it on his Facebook, but I guess my podcast is okay. He also has some rap song that him and Jerry made. I don't know if he sent me that, but he said that's really bad. This is a rap song they made when they were like kids. Like it's one of those ones was just really bad. So I kind of like how we're popcorning around. But anyway, I got to post that on there at some point, he said. So let me just keep rolling through here. I'm going to start, maybe I'll call people and just kind of scrolling through. Perhaps, let's see if, I got to see here, I got to call somebody who's not going to get offended if I say, okay, I got to go. I'm talking to Joey because Joey's going to call at any moment. Let's see here. I could take a gamble on one of these. Don't know if I will. Just kind of scrolling right now. I had an idea of who I was going to talk to. Let me call this person. Let's go phone. Let's go. Maybe they're making dinner. I don't know. Let's just call them. Let's just see if she picks up. It's probably going to go to voicemail, though. Kind of want to catch up with her, though. Haven't seen her for a while. Going to voicemail. I think this is going to go to voicemail. She's going to message me later like, why did you call me? All right, we're done with that one. We were doing too well there. We were doing too well. All right, let's see. Still scrolling here. I don't want to throw this thing off bad. I know who it could be. Let's see. Unless he's working. Let's see. It's been a while. I've already had one space dust. Kind of want another. Let's go, buddy. Pick up. Let's go. Pick up. All right. Well, he's not going to pick up, which is kind of lame. I have to cut this out. No, I'm not. Ooh, is that a girl's female? What's that, female voice? Let's see here. It's so funny how you try to scroll through the ABCs of people that you know, and it turns into like it has to be last name. Like you're trying to find people. Let's call this person. Let's just do it. Let's just call it. See how it goes. See if he picks up.
Yes.
You are always consistent on the pickup of the cell phone, just so you know.
Consistently inconsistent.
You're pretty actually consistent. By the way, we're recording right now.
Oh, good.
Is that a baby? Is that a baby?
Yes.
How's Carter doing?
Carter's good. She's holding herself standing up right now.
Is she sucking on things? Is she starting to teeth a little bit now too?
She's got 3 teeth coming out on the bottom.
Really? Is she drooling everywhere?
Oh, yeah.
Is she possessed? 'Cause she kind of sounds a little possessed right now.
Yeah. Staring at the phone like I want that phone.
What do you guys do the ice? Do you guys put take the stuff out of the freezer, like the gummy, like chewable toys that she can chew on, get that cold sensation going, or is she just chewing on whatever's around?
No, she doesn't really chew on anything. She doesn't fuss too much about it either.
How's
Pretty good baby.
how's the hand-eye coordination? Is she grabbing the bottle or grabbing whatever? Is she bringing it to her face pretty good?
Oh yeah, we play full on catch.
Is she taking the just the air out balls? Is she catching them pretty well? Not the close stuff, but the 40-yarders. You just putting some.
Yeah, I tell her to go around routes all day, and she just hustles and catches the deep balls.
I like it.
Couple divers here and there that she gets.
That's good, man. That means you're teaching her right. Let's talk sports, Kyle. I missed talking sports. Can we talk some sports?
Yeah.
What do you miss?
Hold on, I gotta pause Game of Thrones that I'm currently binging.
Is it on HBO? You got free HBO going, or did you sign up or whatever?
Free HBO. I had HBO for forever.
Is it you and is it Gabby watching it with you or no?
No, she's cleaning at the moment.
Is she giving you the look like get off the phone? Let's get back to Game of Thrones, or no?
No, she's cleaning, so
Okay.
she wasn't really watching.
So sports. What are you missing the most right now? Like I know baseball. But what were you watching for baseball season besides Root Sports and Mariner Games having it on this and that? What were you watching other than that?
So you start talking about sports, you get a little crazy. I don't know. I miss the consistency that is sports, right? There's always something to watch. Golf on the weekends, baseball every night. If I want to sit down at 7 o'clock or whatever, 5 o'clock when the Mariners are playing, I can sit down for 3 hours and watch sports every night. Now I was watching the horse challenge. That is absolutely garbage.
I heard it's bad. I heard it's like really bad.
It's boring and terrible, and it looks like when Full Buddy Cast had some videos going out at the very beginning.
Choppy. I appreciate it. We should do it. We should do a horse. Maybe we should do our own horse thing. Just make it really dumb.
Horse challenge?
Yeah. What is it that you didn't get into fantasy baseball, right? Or did you play it? Did you get into it?
No, fantasy baseball too long.
It was.
Long of a season.
I gotta admit, it was fun back in the day when Sporting News did it. I did like Sporting News. Like this is like 2004. We get a call, but I'm ignoring it.
I don't know that I ever did fantasy baseball. I mean, it's just too many players, too many games, too many weeks. That's why fantasy football is perfect. Basketball is even too long for me. I don't do basketball.
I agree, and I love NASCAR. And I used to do fantasy NASCAR until it would start in February. By April, I was like, okay, I'm done with this. I agree. I think
we were doing some iRacing gambling the past couple of weeks.
Who? Wait, whoa, who?
Me and a couple guys at work.
Who was your driver? Kyle Larson?
No, he embodies every kind of driver that I like, though.
His name, that he races, maybe a few other things, but that's it.
Yeah. Did you say that he races or that he's racing? I couldn't tell.
I know. I was like, he could have played the race card. You could be like, hey, this is who I am. I race, and I'm racist.
Yeah. No, I actually had Kyle Larson in the last race. The last race I think we did was what was it? It was Bristol, I think.
How'd he do?
Terrible.
Yeah.
I think he got booted.
Yeah, so it's funny. Like Bubba Wallace quit, like rage quit. He was like, "I'm done." Just unplugged. He was out, and then he lost a sponsor for it.
Yeah. Yes. Bubba Wallace angry at Kyle Larson. Anyway,
I don't know.
But I had Kyle Larson and he was driving the McDonald's car, and I was like, wow, I could really eat some McDonald's. So I went and got McDonald's for lunch. That was like 2 Sundays ago.
Oh man, yeah, it's crazy. I actually enjoy the iRacing. It's more fun because I mean, right now even PGA coming out and saying, hey, we're going to start doing some tournaments. It's going to be no spectators, but we're going to do at least 4. And it's like, dude, you know how that's going to get watched. Like, people are going to just tune in. They'll have it in the background. Even if they get bored with it, they'll have it on in the background. They're geniuses. You got to get people hooked.
Yeah. Well, I can't, they were doing iRaces. I don't know why they haven't done not like PGA events, but from like every professional golfer has a simulator in their house. Why couldn't they just do them like they do iRacing?
Right. I agree with that. I think that's absolutely correct.
Be fun to watch. And then you could have got like just their flippant comments to each other, like Jordan Spieth, Justin Thomas, Ricky Fowler. They're all really good buddies. And they'd be like, you could hear some of the funny stuff they'd probably say to each other.
Which would be
like I said, that the whole Tiger Phil thing playing each other. They had their matchup. It would be way cooler if you had 2 actual buddies that did it against each other, because they'd give each other so much crap.
Exactly. I would literally watch them play like Wii golf. Like, even if they were in the same living room playing Wii golf, I'm watching it. I'm watching it. That'd be fun for me.
Exactly. Yep.
It doesn't have to be a perfectly simulated, golf course. I will take just goofball. What was that one golf that was back in the day for PlayStation? It was just some goofball golf game, and I would watch that.
Yeah, I don't remember. I think it would just be fun. I think so. All you see is sports guys on TV in the moment during a game. You don't get to see like their personality outside of sports. And
right.
I think you get to see like Ricky Fowler and Justin Thomas and whoever, and that you get to see like Clint Boyer on this iRacing.
So good. Like he's so entertaining.
Yes, I mean you get to see some of their personality to bring a different dimension to the whole. And then when you watch regular golf afterwards, you might see one of those guys do something on the course and be like, yeah, that makes sense, because now I know kind of what he's made of or what he is. And
then some people take too much liberty with that, like Kyle Larson. But the thing is that
yeah.
Some people. Here's the thing: people don't know this because they're new to the I series or whatever. And he shouldn't have done it. I'm not defending it at all. But like every 12-year-old kid out there right now, if you go play Call of Duty or whatever, is saying the exact same thing he said. And it's like
maybe not that.
Okay, maybe not that. But they're saying a lot of stuff. Like 5-10 years ago, though, 5-10 years ago, get on Call of Duty. 12-year-olds were saying that. I'm not lying. They were saying it all the time. They were in your ear chirping.
Well, here's the thing about that word. In the South, that's still a regular used word.
Right.
And I think Kyle Larson's from California, but anyway, that's not the South. But we're talking like Louisiana, Alabama, Mississippi, Texas, Tennessee, Kentucky, those states, Georgia. That word's still used. I have when I lived in Oregon. Oregon played LSU at Jerry World, right? Opening game of the year, Oregon versus LSU. And so a buddy went, and he came back and he told me the story that he said the LSU fans are super cool, super nice, and he was partying with them before the game. And one of the LSU fans said, hey, you want to know how I know that LSU is going to win? And he used the word. He said, because our ends are faster than yours.
Wow.
Like it was no big deal.
Wow. The defensive ends. You said the defensive ends.
Yes.
Yeah, the defensive ends are faster than the other. Yes, I get it.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, that makes sense.
Right. He said.
Right.
He used that term like it was like
nothing.
you and I would call each other dude.
Wow.
Dude.
Wow.
You know what I mean? So it's still a word that's very alive down south, which is sad. And NASCAR gets that rep of being a hillbilly sport, so that's just going to further that thought.
Absolutely. Let's switch gears. No NASCAR pun intended. I had a little bit too much to drink this past week, but I appreciate there's one
or in one night.
In one night. Here's the thing, guys. I want you guys to know this. KP is a real dude. He's an OG, and here's why. He could have easily not. We had this Zoom call with all our friends, and I'm not going to mention names and this and that. We had a Zoom call, but I had a little bit too much to drink. Maybe puked. Yes, I did. A lot. And Kyle could have easily been like, "Yeah, dude, I've never seen someone puke so much in my life." But what Kyle did, and by the way, everything was social distanced. It was across the street. We weren't even looking at each other. Like, it was just so far away from each other. We weren't even side by side at all. I swear. I know I'm a sarcastic guy. Not sarcastic here. But, yeah, puked. And Kyle said, you guys, listen. I've never seen someone drink 4 or 5 whiskey and Cokes. Like, he downed them. Like, you usually sip on that. He downed them in like a half hour to an hour. Just boom, 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 boom. And I'm a task guy. Like I get done with, if I sit down for lunch, I wolf it down. If I go mow the lawn, I get it done as fast as I can. I'm always wanting to do things as fast as I can. And so with that, it's like a task. Boom, 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 boom. Not good though.
Let me get this drink done.
It literally was. Give me the next one. I'm ready to go. Let's go. And then all of a sudden, it sneaks up on me. And then I throw a cigar on that, and that just like amplified it. Next thing I know, I'm making.
I'm sure the heavy IPAs in the system didn't help either.
No, I know it didn't. And I was making myself puke. By the end of the night, I was just doing whatever I could to undo everything that I did. And it was, I painted the town green. Let's just say that.
Mm-hmm. I mean, you had like 4 or 5 in a half hour to an hour span, and I had like 4 over a 5-hour span that we were there.
Yeah, it was bad.
Social distance.
Super unsocial distanced. But yeah, we were yeah, it was bad. But it was a fun night. I enjoyed it. I felt like I ruined it. I felt bad the next day. I wanted to pressure wash that street. I wanted to go apologize to everybody. I just literally felt like I felt worse. I felt bad because I was how I felt like the hangover, but I felt bad I felt more bad for like how I felt like I ruined it for everybody.
Yeah.
And
see, that's your personality. You do that.
I care too much.
You feel bad very deeply.
And people probably didn't even think it. Like they thought, oh, that was crazy, that was fun. I mean, like whatever, that was just got out of control. But like people weren't like all day dwelling on it like I was. Probably.
Right.
So
I care. This is I like. What did Burrito say the other day on the text chain? He called you a huge. And I was like,
right.
That's like terribly mean to say. And
right.
I'm like, first of all, Travis is like gone AWOL. We all don't know if he's alive. And then you come back, and the first thing he says is, "Yeah, Travis, you're a huge pussy." And I'm like, Jesus,
yeah.
Leave the guy alone. I care about other people's. Here's my problem.
Right.
Is that when other people say something to someone else that hurts their feelings or whatever, that pisses me off. But when I can't realize when I'm doing it, like at the bachelor party, like
right.
When I hurt your feelings, I had no problem with it because I did it. Like that. I don't know, which is probably worse. But if someone else were to do it to you, I'd get pissed at them for doing it. It's probably the most hypocritical thing I do on pure accident.
No, I'm the same way though. I mean, we get I get the free pass for my stuff. Like I hate when people tell stories about me, but I'm like, oh yeah, I want to hear a story.
Yeah, but I just when Ty said that, when Burrito said that,
he hates Burrito more than Ty. He said, "Call me Ty, don't call me Burrito."
When Ty said that, I was like, listen, fatty.
Oh,
I just wanted to be mean back to him for you.
Right. Well, that's okay. Here's the thing. I mean, for him. He called Tyson one. I mean, it's his new thing now. I feel like we're like 14 again, and he just learned that word. You can say it because he's been calling everyone it a lot lately.
To me, the whole big boss man thing is just starting to get old to me. Like
you're like mid-30s, and you're like, yeah, it's about time.
Yeah, it's about time that you can stop trying to boss me around because I'm my own man now. Maybe when we were like in high school and you were just bigger than everybody.
Right.
But I'm a grown-ass man. You don't tell me to go get you food.
Right. Well, I think now, well, at least I take it now as it's a joke if he does it. Like, I'm like now, like, okay.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know. See,
No, it's still like when we go golfing and we have a tee time at 3:20 and he shows up at 3:25, like we all run on his time. Like, no, dude. Show up on time. Like, what were you doing before? We all know you were sitting in your underwear on your couch just like checking your watch, being like, oh, I got 5 more minutes. So I'm doing anything. You show up early for one.
we need to have him on. Once this quarantine is up, we need to bring him on. But
yeah, we do. And you need to make a Lego or an NES Bitmoji for me.
Yeah, I know. I got to, dude. It took me
interested to see what that looks like.
It's just going to be a guy with a fat chewing always. Just a huge under, like a huge lip.
Yep. The other night, so I was possibly playing video games with Tyson and his brother.
That's okay. That's cool.
And
that's cool with me now.
It was my last can of chew. I needed to go to the store. I put my last chew in, and I was like, and it's like 10:30 at night. I go, this could be the last chew I ever take. Why not?
Whoa.
You know? And then immediately the next morning I drove down and got more.
I mean, at least you said it for the night.
Right.
Yeah.
I was like, maybe I should stop chewing. And then I had a job to go look at North Bend, and so I drove to North Bend. And on the way back, I stopped by their little casino store, the Indian store up there, and bought a couple logs of chew.
You're not just you're like, it's not just one can. It's like, you know what? Maybe I'll quit. It's like, give me a couple logs now. Like, you're not moving fast enough for me.
Hey, I buy in bulk. It's cheaper that way.
It's good. That's awesome. Essential. It's an essential item.
If I were to go to Chevron next door, it'd cost me like $6 a can. This one cost me like $3.50
a can. Dang, that's good.
Yeah.
I might start chewing, and that's economical.
No, the extra $2.50. What is that? $2.50 a can goes to Carter's college fund.
There you go. Oh, I like that too. Wow,
yeah.
You could be putting a full $6 all the time, but no, you're gonna go. You're just gonna do the $2.50. Hey, sorry, you could have gone to Princeton, but instead you're gonna go to Green River. Just blame my chewing habit.
Well, I hope she can go to Princeton if she's smart enough. But
yeah.
I mean, we could afford it. Not saying she could go there.
Right.
Well, I don't even know if we could afford it. Princeton, jeez.
So bad.
Maybe she'll go on a golf scholarship.
I wish, dude. I'm gonna tell you, get them started young. I had to switch gears halfway through. I thought Madden was going for basketball until she was like, "Hey, I want to do art," and I'm like, "Okay, I might be a better shot for you." And so
I thought we had some good conversations about the kids on Friday, Saturday night, whatever.
Yeah,
we socially distance.
I agree. That night I was texting Madden and I said, and I appreciate what you did. When I coached her, you know, what she did, it was a lot of fun. And if I ever came across like it wasn't good enough or wasn't fun enough or wasn't anything that you didn't try hard enough, and you know, she actually did. She tried really hard and she was good. She just didn't ever fall in love with it. And so I just kind of shot, you know, she's 16. So I shot her that text saying, hey, you know, affirmation from your dad. But I agree. I thought that was a pretty good conversation.
Mm-hmm. I'll be interested to see what kind of dad I am when my kid's out there. If she wants to play basketball, am I the TP of the group where I'm yelling at the coach in the stands from the stands, or am I like my dad who just sat there quietly and watched?
Yeah.
We'll see.
Yeah, I was my dad, and here's my dad. My dad would say didn't know it was just bad timing. It was hey, you did this really well, but you need to work it. You need to focus on this. Like here's the 2 things you did well. Here's the 10 things you need to work on. And I think it should. I think maybe if I could go back in time, I would go and do 10 things she did good, and then the 2 things that she needs to work on, and just switch the 2 up. It doesn't have to be fixed right then and there. You've got like 12 games to a season, and then you can kind of hit those 10 things throughout the season that they need to work on, but you don't have to do it all at once. And that's where I was at. Right.
I think the coach in me will never not be able to, like, if she's playing basketball and I'm not coaching her, which I don't know that I really want to coach her because I don't want to yell at her ever, right?
Right.
Like some of us do.
Right.
I will still, like, I'll still watch the game, be like, why are they doing this or why are they doing that? And then she'll come home, but I'll just still coach her. Hopefully I can keep that to a minimum.
Right.
Or not a minimum. Like, I'll coach her as much as she wants to be coached, but in a nicer way.
Yeah, I think that's the thing. And I think that we have a couple friends of ours that are just competitive group. And you're also in a different age. You kind of mellow out as you get older. And I think you'll be a little more mellow than some of our other friends, probably even including me, of just being on, like, they need to be fixed right now. And whatever, like, it sucks to be at work that you're only as good as your last work day or something to that extent. I know that they say that football players are only as good as their last Sunday, and we kind of take that same mentality and apply it to our children when they play. And sometimes people just have bad games. They get in slumps. I mean, look at friggin' baseball. That's a huge, like, you're either on fire or you're decently consistent, or you're completely in a slump and should have never picked up a baseball bat. So,
see, to me, it has never been like, with the team that I coach now, it's not whether, for example, it's not whether the shot goes in, but first of all, did we get to the shot the right way, and was it a good shot? If it goes in, I don't expect a 7th grader to make every single shot they take.
Right.
But did it happen right?
Right.
Or did we take a good shot? Was it a good shot over, like, I don't know, it was ingrained to me, take a great shot, pass up a good shot to get a great shot, and that kind of thing. So I don't know that I'll ever get mad about the result, because you can work on the result through other things. Like, if she's a golfer and she hits a bad shot, can't dwell on the bad shot. If everything looks good and something just happened that it didn't happen the way you wanted it to, then move on to the next one and whatever.
Right.
You can work on that stuff on the driving range, where a lot of people need to go to get better at golf.
I hate the driving range. I feel like it's like you buy too many balls. Halfway through, your swing's gotten even worse because you're just completely tired, and like it's like you accomplished not. You like probably hurt yourself more than you actually did. Like, there's a point.
Just because you're supposed to hit like 50 balls in 2.5 hours, not 50 balls in the first 15 minutes you're there.
That's me and my drinking and everything else. So yeah, I get through that freaking bucket of balls pretty darn fast, and I go, "Wow, that was fast." Yeah. And I'm tired now. So you're saying if you get a bucket of balls, tell your wife, tell your significant other, tell whoever, go get yourself a pack of lunch. You're going to be hitting those 50 balls in an hour to 2 hours.
Like a shot every couple minutes.
Are you and then are you doing all tee shots? Are you hitting mat? What are you doing?
I would probably start with a 7-iron.
Tee it up?
Just get loose. No, just get loose straight off the ground. Just get loose. I don't hit driver until probably 3/4 of the way through. And I only hit it like 10 times. And then, I work on the shorter stuff.
Okay.
I mean, the driver's only one shot out of on a par 4 that you're supposed to take, right?
Right.
And then the even more important shot is an approach shot to get it as close to the hole as you can. And then putting. I'm telling you, putting's a big thing. If I didn't suck at putting like I do, I'd be able to beat Kenney whenever I wanted.
Nice. I don't know who that is, but nice.
If I also didn't have an anger issue, I'd be able to beat Kenney whenever I wanted.
Hence the chewing to chill you out a little bit.
Yeah, the chewing and the whiskey to chill me out.
Yeah.
It's funny because when we were down in Palm Springs, I lost to Ty and I against
Don't
Mike
say
and Tyson. I can say all these names.
You can say those names. Yes. Yeah.
Yes. And I wasn't drinking and was just trying way too hard, and we ended up losing when we should have won. I played terrible. I shot 103, which I haven't shot in the hundreds in years.
Wow.
Second of all, then the second round, it was, I don't know whose names I can say. Anyway, it was another good golfer against Tyson and another good golfer. And I said, screw it, let's just drink. And I played way better.
Wow.
And had way more fun.
Good. That sounds like a great time, that Palm Springs. I was so busy. I'm sorry I couldn't make it, man. I had to bail on that, but
I know.
But it sounds like it was a really good time.
I shot like an 82 or something. I don't really remember.
That's good though. That's a big swing difference. Holy cow.
Yeah.
I want to do a driving range, but Enumclaw mentality, where I know I'm going to show up to hole 1, but at the driving range, not Enumclaw, but at a driving range, and I'm going to pull out my driver and I'm going to hit everything as if just not putt, but I'm going to hit everything. I could mentally go, okay, this traveled this far and this traveled that far, and I'd probably be sitting here. That'd be kind of interesting to just kind of mentally play Enumclaw, but at the driving range.
Play Enumclaw at the range.
Yeah.
I've thought about doing that. It's super hard.
Is it difficult?
It's super hard to stay that focused on actually doing it because, I mean, depends on, if you just want to go to the driving range to do that, then yeah. But the goal of the driving range is to get better, and so you're not going to just hit driver, pitching wedge. You're on the greens, 2 putts. Okay, I got that on that hole. Then you're going to go driver, 7 iron. You got to hit 7 iron. You got to hit 37 irons, and then you got to hit 35 irons, and then you got to hit 30 pitching wedges, and then you got to hit 39 irons, and then you got to hit 15 drives, and then you got to hit. I mean, it's pure rep. It's all about the reps.
It is. It's a Mike Martinez
driving range to get better. That's the only way. That's the only way you're going to get better. Is that reps on a driving range, not going and playing 18 holes because you only hit your driver. You hit your driver at the range 10 times in 10 minutes, and a golf course you hit your driver 10 times in 4 hours.
Right?
How are you going to get muscle memory from that?
Well,
the one guy, the good golfer at our little Bond social distance fire.
Yeah.
The other day, the good golfer there said that, playing competitive rounds actually makes you better as well.
That's good. Yeah, I just love how Brandon Burt brought that out when he said, he goes, everyone's got nicknames, and then it comes to him, and they're like, oh yeah, Brandon Burt. I think that with I would probably do that then. I probably wouldn't go hole by hole, but I would go, okay, what holes will I be hitting a 7 iron? And then I'd do that my 37 irons, and I would mentally hit that 7 iron. Okay, here I am sitting in the middle of the fairway. Here I am off to the side. Here I am. This is where I usually kind of hit it from. I'd probably do that. And then driving range, I'd probably, with the driver, I should say, I would probably then go, okay, on hole 4, I'm going to hit it this way with the driver, and I'm going to try hitting it the next 8 swings and really see if I can hone in that perfect drive for hole 4. I could see myself doing that.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
That's not a bad idea. Playing each hole would be difficult because you hit a driver and then you go grab your pitching wedge, and then you go.
You might as well not even go to the driving range. You might as well just go golf.
Right.
Right.
Yes. Much funner. Much more fun.
Much more fun. We're English majors over here. All right, Kyle. I'm hitting that moment where I need to kill it because I called Mike first, and I talked to Adam, and now I talked to you. And then I don't want you to vote for
Did
me.
Mike answer?
Yeah, he did. We talked for a bit, but then he had to get off the phone.
Was he busy with the picture? You saw that picture that he sent us?
No, he was actually at home. He was at home, like barbecuing and you could hear the kids just slip and sliding. He said he had dish soap out, and the kids were just going crazy.
Barbecue sounds good. Smells like Gabby's making something up in the kitchen too.
All right, well, I'll let you get back to Game of Thrones, and thanks for picking up.
Yep. We're binge watching the final season again.
All right, dude, I'll talk to you later.
Are you Team Snow or Team Daenerys?
I've never watched it. I've never watched it ever.
What?
I've never seen one episode.
Oh my gosh,
not one. I'm on Ozark right now, trying to catch up. I'm on season 1 of Ozark.
You're only on season 1 of Ozark?
Dude, they're so long. The episodes are like an hour long. Like I thought, oh yeah, we'd probably catch up. No, which is fine, but it's like this is going to take me a week to catch up. Like me not working.
Don't worry. Once you start Game of Thrones, it's only 76 episodes of an hour long.
Oh
so
my!
Only 76 hours.
Oh my gosh, it's crazy.
Yeah, no, it's fine.
That's a lot of hours. But hey, what was real quick? I'll let you go. What was the Call of Duty game that you played the most out of your entire life? The Call of Duty game where like you could check your time and it said you spent 84 days, 20 hours, and like it like tells you how long you actually played it.
Yeah, Modern Warfare 2.
And what do you know? Do you even know like how many days it was? Do you even remember?
No.
But it was just a massive amount of time.
It had to be. Yeah, it had to be months.
It's so depressing when you see that. You're like, oh, that's days. Oh wait, no, like hours.
Yeah, gameplay time. It's like 700 hours or whatever.
Yeah,
it does count the days for you.
Right.
60 days.
Right.
7 hours and 27 minutes. And you're like, geez.
Yeah, and that's like it's like time.
My goal is to get to 90.
Prestiged 40 times.
Yeah. No, it's probably Modern Warfare 2. I was on unemployment then. Fun enjoyment, I called it.
So you're not there yet. You're still working, which is good. Essential job. So.
Yeah. No, I was seriously on unemployment. Like back when Modern Warfare 2 came out, I was on unemployment. I didn't have a job.
Were you living with Adam or anybody at that time? Or were you at home?
I think I was living with Kellen.
And Qualls?
Yeah, I was living with Kellen. Yeah.
Over by the church there, that Trinity Lutheran Church, that house?
Yeah. Yeah.
Man, do you feel like you've lived like 5 lives? Kind of? Like, I mean, do you ever feel, like you look back in your time and you're like, dude, that was like that was a different, not a different me, but that was like I had different goals. I had different this, I had different that, different job.
Yeah, I mean, I moved to Oregon when I was in college, and then I was out of college and didn't have a job, and then I moved to Oregon and had a job, and then I moved back and started working construction, and then now I'm I've had like 5 different lives since high school.
Yeah.
College life.
Yeah.
Unemployment life.
Right.
Oregon life.
Yep. Married life.
Post-Oregon asphalt life.
Yep.
In the office life and married life.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Actually, in the office and Gabby life were at the same time. So.
Right. Did you listen?
I'm telling you, I wouldn't be in the office if it wasn't for Gabby. Gabby's like, gosh, this guy doesn't make enough money. I need more money. So I should probably get into the office.
You'd be unemployment land again.
Yeah.
All right, dude. I'll let you go.
Right on, dude.
Thanks for hanging out.
You're welcome.
Later.
See ya.
Everyone, thanks so much for listening. Thanks for your life. Thanks for who you are. Thanks for who you will be. Appreciate you. It's been an hour. Take care.